All right. Whew. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's Tuesday is going well so far. Um, my Tuesday hasn't gone well. Actually, since the evening of Monday evening, it's been a challenging day. I started developing fevers in the evening time around like 5, and just throughout the day it's just been just none but fevers. And then when I went to sleep, uh, I developed chills like around 10 o'clock, or 10:30. I just started developing chills, like uncontrollable chills, um, literally. And I asked for a warm blanket. Still didn't work, because they already give me like 2 layers of blanket. The third layer didn't work, so I was like, hoping for it to kick in and my body settle down. And then finally, I saw an extra blanket the sink, and I grabbed that and layered up. So I have four layers of blankets, and finally within 10 minutes, my body began to calm down a little bit. So that was last night. They had to, of course, thankfully, the whole time, when they realize, I have a high temperature, they act right away. They tell the doctor, and then, they give me Tylenol, just, to help bring down my temperature. But last night was just, man, it was a high maintenance night. They took chest X-rays, and then they took more blood to analyze it. They took blood from my PIC line, then they took blood from my actual, they call, I think, peripheral, basically from my arm. So that they take two types of blood samples, and then they do a culture test, and that lets them know if there's gonna be an infection. So I think we're still waiting for the results of that. And then to top it off, that night, it was just, man, it's just one thing after another. I started developing rash on my back, my arm. I don't know if you could see, but I got like alligator skin on my arm, very similar to my back. So it's still kind of hot, and it's really hot and kind of feels swollen, raised skin. So even now, as I'm talking to you, it's pretty bad. Um, and then I blew my nose this morning. Like, there's blood in there. It's like, oh my gosh. And then the nurse like, oh, we got your levels, and your platelet level is really low. So it's like at 6,000. I guess the kind of the tipping point is 10,000. So if you're below 10,000, they have to give me a more blood platelet transfusion. But the problem is my temperature. So they can't give me a platelet transfusion until my temperature goes down. So we're waiting to see if that's going to be the case in the next few minutes or so, because they just checked me about 10 minutes ago, and I'm still at a little over 100. So, but I went as high as like 101.5, like the radio station, um, but not as good. We don't want a temperature at 101.5, but you can listen to the radio 101.5. Oh, and my ears are really, really hot. So both, I mean, like just hot to the touch. Actually, you can see it's a little bit red too. So I had the nurse touch my ears. Like, yeah, it's really hot. So, and I don't think it's hot because you all are spreading rumors about me, right? So it's not because of gossip. So my ears not hot because of gossip. It's actually something else. So I got a visit from the doctor today. So I told her about all the issues I'm having, throughout the night, and all the symptoms I'm going through. And she basically determined that it is a drug reaction. So she goes, that definitely looks like a drug reaction. So they're gonna look at changing some of my antibiotics. But yeah, so it was kind of a, like, I shouldn't say miserable. It was more of a challenge. I mean, I was able to sleep on and off, while they're checking me and treating me. But it was definitely a challenging, high maintenance night. And then to make it worse, the sore that I bit my lip about a week ago, and of course, because I had no red blood cell and low platelets, it still hasn't like fully healed. And then on top of that, I developed a sore right by like the back of my tongue, all the way back by my wisdom tooth. So I thought it was like a toothache, and then finally I look at the mirror, and I moved to my tongue, and sure enough, all the way back there's a sore. So that made me miserable at eating. So it hurt so much, even though I try to control my chewing and have the food on this side, but eventually it just switched around and moved to this side, and so it's made it really, really challenging to eat or painful to eat. But and so I had to get like I tried for the first time something called Magic mouthwash, which is lidocaine and metal or aluminum or some kind of concoction. It literally is like a lump anesthetic. It's like an anesthetic mouthwash that just numbs back there, but numbs your tongue and everything like that. So definitely want to spit that out because if you swallow it, you can numb up your throat too. So that's not good. But yeah, I don't have a uh, I don't have a a lot of good news today, other than that they're still treating me. So I'm thankful for that. That these folks don't mess around. They act on it. So when I let them know that this is developed and that's developed, they act on it. They notify the doctor and they try to get treatment for it. Nip it in the bud before it gets out of hand. But just uh, just wanted to share you all kind of the challenges I had last night and today. So we'll see. Hopefully, I can get past this temperature so I can get some platelets in me and have a little bit more strength so I can take a walk. But right now, I'm feeling a little weak, a little lightheaded. So I will keep today's message a little short, or just kind of give you the status check on where I'm at. So, all right, y'all. So I hope your Tuesday is good, and that you all are happy and healthy. So just continue to be good, right? Just to continue to be good and do good and spread good around. All right. Okay, everybody. I'm getting kind of lightheaded from this conversation, so I'm gonna rest up. All right, y'all. Take care of yourself and each other. Thank you for sharing your morning with me, and hope to share with you again tomorrow. Okay. Have a good day. ជំរាបលាសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទបាយ